Hi everybody, this is Kathy from Kathy's Cars. I just wanted to share with you, lately I started to got into wood burning and I really like it. I mean, I'm very new at it, so I'm making a lot of mistakes like everybody else, but that's how you learn. I wanted to show you a couple of the things that I did. This here um, is a little sparrow that I did, and I wanted to show you how what happens a lot of times is this was the stencil, and as you can tell, the stencil is just kind of the outline, and what you kind of got to do after that is you kind of got to look around for leaves or little birds and stuff and get an idea of how you want to fill it in. And that is kind of the fun part too that I really enjoy, is trying to find out more detail and stuff on it. And I stenciled that major portion of it out, and then I did a lot of wood burning in my leaves and different parts of my pictures, even my bird. And then I put some more details in with the coloring and stuff like that, with the shading. And I also wood burned all around here. And then I took a soft brush and I blended some coloring in along the side, just so it wasn't just the wood burning on this. But I had a lot of fun with this, and like I said, I did a lot of trial and testing and stuff like that, and I'm still continuing doing that. And this one here I got done a few hours ago, and I really love this one. It's kind of coming through very yellow, but it's not as yellow as it looks on there. And this was just a stained glass stencil that I found, and I traced that, and I was able to I changed it so it looks more like a dress that she's wearing with a blanket, and just kind of, I don't know, my impression was she was pondering or thinking or praying, I'm not sure what, but I just love the way the sun and everything shined against her. And then after I was done, like I said, stenciling her, through the stencil you do all the wood burning, so each thing I had to wood burn first and then you add the color. And then when I was done, I just took my small torch gun and I went around and kind of just highlighted with the wood burning. I just kind of liked the effect of it. So I do have other ones that I want to share with you, but I wanted to give you an idea um, kind of how I've been doing this. Like I said, I haven't been doing it long, just for about a week or so. I always have a piece of wood on the side because it's good for not just the coloring, but it's good for testing and making sure your wood burning tool isn't getting a lot of carbon on it. So let me get this here. Didn't have everything out here. Okay, I'm going to make sure make sure I got the right one here. What I did was, the tip that I ended up using for this here, I saw this guitar and I just love guitars. And what I did is I just found this online, and I used graphite paper, and I put that underneath here, and then I just took my pencil and outlined it, and you can see now uh, what it looks like. I've never used, no, this is straight, so somebody was saying to use a ruler on that. So when I get to that point, I will do that. I'm not sure if I should do that first or, but I'm going to wait on that. So let me see here. Here I have the, it's called the cone point. And I like this one because, um, well, depending on the wood and depending on the grain, see here it's nice and smooth. And then if you go this way, you get more of the dotted effect. So it all depends on the wood grain. You can be smooth in one spot and in another spot, not so. But maybe, I guess that's what gives a character. But this is the smaller one. Um, there's a few different ones that I like to use, but since this guitar is so small, I'm trying to get it so the wire isn't in my way. So what I'm going to do is, and we'll see what happens, depending on the grain here, I'm going to slowly start on top here. And if the grain works with you, it can go really nice and smooth. It's like almost like drawing. And I did sand this a bit. My light is a little crazy at times here, so I'm trying to see. And I kind of go, I'm kind of doing a lighter touch on this, because sometimes the more pressure that you put on it, and my lighting isn't the greatest here. I have to get a better lighting so I can see better. And this one's going pretty good. Sometimes, like I said, I'll be going along and then all of a sudden I hit a piece of grain in the wood and it doesn't want to quite cooperate. And you start to figure out what would work best. And I've tried different ones, and different ones use different points and different pressures. I'm learning that too. See, now this one here, give me a little more of a tough time, just because of the grain. I have a little bit of a shadow with the light I have here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, and that I'll do the straight line here. But see these lines here, I might come along and use the ruler. Somebody was saying to do that. So we'll see. I've never done a straight line, so what I might do while I'm here is do this circle one. And then we're going to come here, and go along here. I have not really rhyme or reason on everything which way I go. Kind of just go with the flow of it. And if there's a part that isn't connecting, you can take your wood burner and just connect here. This one's going pretty good. I had a couple door handle ones I did, hangers that I did, and some of the wood was a little tougher on it. I kept hitting, like, areas that didn't go so smoothly, which can be a little aggravating, but also a challenge. It's also fun trying to, if you make a mistake or something doesn't come out quite as you like, trying to fix it. But I really found this so relaxing. I just saw somebody do it one day and I thought, gee. And believe me, the first thing I tried to do, oh my God, it didn't come out really good. Well, because I wasn't used to it, and you have to learn patience with this. It's one thing you do. If you gotta have patience, take your time. Especially when you get those areas that don't work out so well. Gotta just count to 10. But I got better after I was doing it. The first one I did, I thought, oh, I don't think this is going to be my forte here. But I kept going along, and I kept trying, and I got more comfortable with the feel of it. And I think that helps, like anything. Practice, practice, practice. I hope this isn't boring for anybody. But I just wanted to show you because it is really enjoyable. And there's so many neat pictures out there. And stencils. And like I said, a lot of them, yeah, you got to kind of get more information on them and everything. But that's part of the fun too. Looking it up. got to be careful because if you hesitate, that's when you end up with a little dot. There you go. Like that. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll pause a minute. I'll get the rest done and I will come back. Okay, now I did the rest and I attempted to do the guitar strings and they came out kind of light. I did a couple here and I'm going to see if I can get this one to come out a little darker. Trying to hold it a little longer. For some reason the first time it came out a little darker. Let's try the end here. Try to be slower so the heat gets to it. Okay, I think that's the best I'm going to get on that. So, let's see here. I'm going to leave that. Okay. So right now, I'm not going to do, deciding if I want to do some more shading. I think I'm going to let that go right now. Sound the guitar, I don't know if I want to do any burning shading like I've done on other stuff like the leaves and stuff. Because this is kind of a little different, so I don't know if I should do it on the leaves. Let's see. Should I put like a line in there? I don't know if that's going to take it away, but we'll go for it, right? Do the line. These are tiny, so these are harder to do. Kind of go from the, sometimes you got to go up. Alright, let's see here. That's a leaf there, I believe. Oop. These are littler leaves. It's really tiny. I don't know if I'll. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make this some sort of a leaf. Not quite sure what it is. These are really tiny. Yeah. Let's see here. See, with them being so tiny, I'm not going to put lines in like I did with the other one. A lot of lines in for the leaves. And then I think I'll shade. Oh, let's see up here. Forgot these up here. Like I said, just barely got room to make a little bit of a line. And you start to know what tool you're more comfortable with too. So what I might do is do a little shading in between here. Some of the lines. Just to give it a little depth. Like I said, you can use different ones. You see which way works the best for you. The longer you keep it on, and going this way, I kind of get the dotted effect, but I like it on the strings. And then you'll see when you come in with color how it kind of looks cool. Okay, I think that's good enough for the wood burning here. I'll let that stay here. And then take a few minutes. And let's see. I've been using, I use all kinds of mediums. And I got some oil pencils the other day, so I'm going to play around with them and see what we can do with this guitar here. And let's see, I will quick do the tulips, and I have a blending pencil that goes with this too, and it really helps. Okay, I'm gonna go, and we're just gonna kind of go. What I'm going to do first is to, with oil compared to regular, if you want any white accent, you have to put it in beforehand, which I'm going to do here. And then, okay, let's see. What I'm going to do here is a bigger one, which my hand isn't in the way. I do like a little bit of white. In fact, I don't know if I can do it now that I already got it, but a lot of times, like I said, you need to put the white in first. Now with regular pencils, you don't have to. They'll go over one another, but with the oil ones, it's different. And then you take the blender. This is what it does is it smooths out everything. You don't see the lines as much. It kind of blends them a little more, and then you can come back if you want. Put a little more in. This one's so tiny, there's not much to blend. But it blends it in, so. Oops, I'm dropping everything here. Put it a little darker if you want. And kind of go around, do the same thing. Kind of sticking to the same color right now. They don't have to be all the same. It's kind of cool if they're all a little different. I mean, you know, with the whiting. But see how you can see a lot of the, I don't know if you can see it there, but you can see more of the lines where when you take the blending, it kind of smooths it out. Like I said, I go back. I putz and go back a number of times. And let's see. Same thing with this. Like I said, regular pencils, you can put the color in and then you can go back and do the white. And it is more prominent, but it also isn't as smooth, but you know, whatever you feel like doing. But I was real impressed when I saw these blender pens. I thought, probably not going to be much of a difference. Oh, well, there was much of it. There was. And let's see. Sometimes you can just go off to the side. Sometimes I'll just do that. Make it a little different. And like I said, depends. I use Copic markers, regular markers. A lot of times depends on the grain of the wood. That one there. Kind of did this. Let's see, did I get the roses? Okay. A lot of these might be buds too, so what we got here? I'm gonna make, let's see, little lighter, sometimes a little yellow. Okay, I'm going to start with, let's see, it's always good to start with a little darker, and then I'll come back. I think I'm going to let that one roll. Yeah, some of these are so tiny. I'm like just doing a part of it. And then I can blend another color in. That's just probably a I hope nobody's falling asleep here. I just figured it'd be fun for you to kind of see. This is a bigger one. There we go. And what I usually do is then I come along with a lighter green and kind of put that in. Probably won't see much, but it'll be lighter on the one side. Kind of do them together. Doesn't take real long. Okay, just have fun. This is just like a brighter green. Let's see. I think I did that one in the darker, did I? I always forget up here. Not good, not good. Okay, now I'm going to come along with the blender and try blending this. Kind of blend the two colors together. It's probably small. You probably can't see real good. Okay, now what I think I'm going to do is put a little yellow, which I'm going to get my sharpener here. And I'll sharpen this here. Okay, that does it. And instead of white, I'm going to use the, I'm going to go along with a little yellow. Just a little. Like I said, it's subtle. You know, it's not real bright, or it doesn't show. It just kind of gives off a little pressed too hard there. Yeah. I think I just noticed something that I missed. Uh-huh. I got to do something, guys. I just saw something I missed here. I didn't see. See how easy? And then there was a couple more little buds here I didn't see. Yep. Try to get this in there. Huh. It was so light I didn't see it. Okay, let's see. I forget where I was. Where was I? Forgot where I was. I don't know if you can see. Not always easy. And I think the middle part here, what I might do, I think I'm going to get a darker yellow. Or maybe this might be okay. Because I don't want it real, you know. Now let's see. Probably can do a little soft blue in here. Let's see. Gonna add a little there. I said I'll do that. It's just giving it a different color to kind of whatever these are. Weeds, flowers. And again, when I'm done, I will use the there. Yeah, the blender. And I'm gonna do it in there. Just to give it a little more color. Don't have to because it's just part of the leaf, but I thought it would be fun to do it. I want to get more blue in there. Doing these little things. Got one up here. This could be one. Now, question now, let's see. Should we make the strings? That's the question. I don't know. I gotta go along with the grain here. I'm gonna follow the grain. Which isn't always easy. The grain lines that I have. You can go along the grain, it's not too bad. Not always easy because sometimes it goes in and out. Okay. I need a little darker maybe. Just a little darker. And the green. Not so easy. Okay. Now, what I might have to do is sometimes when you cover the grain, come along with a Sharpie here and see if I can get the grain here. Sometimes you have to come back and just do a very thin line. Mine isn't always perfect. I'd like it to be, but not always. Yeah, sometimes after you, when it comes to real fine lines, they can kind of disappear. So I'm not going to go and do the wood burn, so I don't want to mess it up. But that'll give it a little bit. A little bit. Then, let's see here. Pause next and see what I want to do. Now, the question is the inside. Do I want to do the inside? I'm not sure if I want to do the inside. Do I leave it like that? Let me think a minute. Okay, what I did do, let's see here. I did add a little more blue in here. I think I needed blue instead of yellow. I did a little more red in there. I'm not going to fill in the inside because I think that would take away from it. What I am going to do is I'm going to burn along here and see. I'm going to use my little torch here. And I'm going to turn it on. Turn the switch on. And then, let's see, loop in. And yeah, there we go. Now you can see my little torch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and down and see. You can see. I don't know why it comes out kind of yellowy, but kind of doing it upside. I gotta put my torch on a little higher. Then I want to burn it. And along this side here. Be very careful with this because it's real easy to burn. I've come close a few times here. What I'm just kind of doing is doing a back and forth motion to give it kind of a, see the grain, it'll go in the grain, so it kind of gives it that cool effect. Trying not to make it too dark. And there. It's kind of a trial and error. Here. I'm just going to get more of the edge here. so it doesn't look so like I missed the edge. I do love to play with this. You can see there's a lot of grain in here, right in it in itself. It just comes out so cool. Just kind of then I'll turn this off, close it. Then what I was thinking of doing, what I like to do a lot of times is come along with a color, and I don't know if I should use yellow or, let's see, or should I come around with pink? Well, maybe we'll try pink. I'm not sure if I should do brown. Oh, decisions. Let's see here. Wrong spot. I'm gonna find out where my what I'll do is I'm gonna take a dabber. I'm just taking one of my ink pads, and I'm gonna try to go again with the grain because I kind of do that with some of my other ones, and I kind of like it. So we will see. Oops. I think I need a softer dabber there. A dauber. And should always have a little towel by me here. Like I said, it's all a guess. I can always, this isn't as easy to get off, but I just kind of like to dab it. Go in with the wood grain, kind of where it burned. And I can always take a because this is water based paint, so if it's too dark I can always go back and you just kind of hit along the grain there. And that spot there is just a little, I think a little too dark. Let's see here. That'll come off. Take a little wipe here. Like I said, I'm very new at this, so some of this should come off. The wipe. And then what you do is, make sure I get it in the, make sure I got enough here, and then I can go along and I can soften it with a yellow. Of course, I've got yellow there already. Let's see how I can. I think I need to come down a little. Put a little there, just so it's in the grain. Kind of funky, but I like it, you know. A little rough on my dabbers. Let's see. I really don't think I wanna. You don't wanna. What do you think? Should I maybe leave that alone? Kind of do that to it? What do you think? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think leaving it empty is probably good. Trying to think what else I can, I don't know what you think, guys, what you think. First time I did this one like this, so I'm not sure. I think we'll just let this go for now, since I've had a long enough video here. But while I have you here, all right. Okay, so we got this one done. It's not my best, but I never did before, so I figured I would go with the guitar. And you guys saw this one that I did with the lady. I like her. I like the way that one came out. That one there. Room on my plate here. And then my birdie. And I do have a special one that I haven't shown yet, but I haven't shown it to the person I made it for, so I can't yet. I did do a spoon, if you can see it. Put one of those little flowers, and I just wrote my sister's name, so she'll be getting this. Put a little spoon. And then these are really cool. These here, maybe I gotta move this up a little. The camera might be crooked, but but these are the door hangers, and I just love these. It's really not that yellow, but it kind of comes out. It's rose, and then I put, like I said, I went with the burning, which I did lighter, and I did shading. So that was that door hanger. And then this one here, another door hanger. Like I said, you come up with different things, use different mediums. This one was Hope. I did this one in pink. I like this one here. It's Hello. They're all door hangers. And like a lot of these, they have a lot of wood graining already in them, and it's really cool. And this is another one I did. And then this one here, one of my favorite ones. This was a rose that I did. And that is it. So anyways, I know this was a long video, but I wanted to give you an idea how I'm having fun with these and making stuff, and her little bird. So anyways, let me know what you think if you haven't fallen asleep. But I've been wanting to do this. It's basically all I've been doing the last week. It's been a tough week, but getting through it. And anyways, this I found really relaxing. So like I said, some are good, some are but they're all fun. So anyways, let me know what you think, and I hope everybody's having a really good day, and I'll be talking to everybody real soon. Bye.